Kidd Brewer Stadium in beautiful Boone, North Carolina. Just about halfway through the season, and things are starting to take shape here in our coverage of EA Sports College football. It's the Old Dominion Monarchs and the Appalachian State Mountaineers. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Bruce Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Kidd Brewer Stadium at App State is one of the most exciting stadiums in the country. 30,000 strong, the Rock gets rocking. It is the highest college football stadium on the east end of the Mississippi. It opened in 1962 and saw a $50 million expansion in 2020. The Rock gets loud. That's why App State is so tough at home. Guys?
All right, Holly. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. He'll be stopped on the return right at the 30-yard line and helped out this offense a few extra yards in field position. So the Old Dominion Monarchs offense onto the field for the first possession of the game. Out to run the show is Jackson Potter. More than 350 yards and a pair of scores in his last game. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's James. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. And the Monarchs will hustle to the line.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Under fire. Thanks to grab.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the end round there.
Dropping back, it's Potter. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Trying to take it back. He takes it in. Touchdown, Appalachian State.
You always want to come out and set the tone as a defense. Get a stop, make a punt. How about this? Get the INT and take it back to the house. Way to set the tone for this defense early.
Coming out with it, it's Agnew. The Monarchs send out the offense to go to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. The run inside, it's James. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. They'll give it to him again. Maybe a crease. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. They dialed up the perfect call, splendid execution. Now they've got it threatening. 1st and 10 from the 27. Powers forward but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24. So now it's 2nd and long.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated.
Breaks into the open. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. The Monarchs will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll run it in the red zone. It's James. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, ODU.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he tacks on the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. The Mountaineers offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And Jesse, the man in the backfield today, not necessarily a superstar. They'll just try to have him grind out the tough yards when they need.
He needs to be solid in this game. He doesn't need to be a Heisman Trophy winner today for them to win.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The Mountaineers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Finds his man. It's Villa. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. It'll be 3rd and long. To the air. It's Singleton. Got his man. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. And the Mountaineers come to the line with a new set of downs. Running inside. It's Roberts.
And the defense is doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
To the air on 2nd down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Got a big paw up there and knocked it down incomplete.
Hey, even those balls that are thrown near the line of scrimmage that are going to the running backs and to the tight ends, those small passes can go for big gains. Great job getting the mitts up in the air and deflecting that football.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Fires to the wideout. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end. This offense has it with really good field position. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's James. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. And the Monarchs want to crank the tempo.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The run inside. It's Roberts. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Give to the running back. A pickup of 5 marks it at the 36-yard line.
A nice job on 2nd down. Maybe you're expecting a pass, but sticking the run in there, catching them off balance a little bit, getting a big gain, getting the 1st down.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake. Throws for the tight end. On target over the middle. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. The Mountaineers look to keep this drive humming. Running inside. It's Roberts. Makes it past the marker. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. And the Mountaineers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Back to throw, it's Singleton. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. The offense changing the play. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Firing to the right, complete. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Both teams wanted to run the football. Let's see how these two guys are doing so far. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the 2nd. First play of the period, first down here. Run in the red zone, it's Roberts. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. He gets away. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
On the direct snap, it's Webb. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Snap to the back. Diving for the goal line, and he lost the ball. Defense trying to take it back. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Jackson. And the defense was just daring them to throw over the top, and the offense didn't and they got stuffed.
Defense is totally ready in this situation, too. Because of the field position with the offense backed up, they know they're going to try and run the ball, buy themselves some real estate, but they ain't having it. Lots of bodies in the box, close to the line of scrimmage, and they generate a TFL.
And now on third down, shadow of their own goalpost, needing some breathing room. Tried to find some running room, but there was none to be had, and he's well short. It'll be 4th and 5. The Monarchs will send out the punt unit. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. That's caught. It's Villa. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later.
Makes the catch and he's free. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown Mountaineers. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers thrown all off-season to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. Well, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Agnew. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Out of the chute. Quick toss to the right. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. They'll go right back to the run. Stopped immediately. Might have gotten a little cute with that run on 3rd and long, and they got nothing to show for it. And the Monarchs will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes a move. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. To the air, it's Singleton. Unloads to the wideout. The short hands, it's James. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. Let's see if they can put the defense on its heels on 1st and 10. Wants to go right back downfield. Zings it complete to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Trying to make magic with his feet. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. The Mountaineers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Hauls it in. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Fires to the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Mountaineers! Quick strike through the air for the score.
This has been an outstanding job by this football team in the middle eight, right? The last 4 minutes of the first half, they scored. And here in the first 4 minutes of the second half, they score another. They've changed the scoreboard. They've changed the momentum. Their confidence right now is very, very high. But this is one of those areas situationally in a game coaches are always harping on, and they have executed perfectly.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Waning seconds in the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. The run inside. It's Jackson. Picked up a few on that run, but this defense able to keep him contained here late in the half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, let's get it started here. Week 6 on what's already been a revealing day here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with the Ole Miss Rebels taking on the Vanderbilt Commodores. And it's Ole Miss looking to extend that win streak to 4 in a row. It's one of the better coaching jobs in football right now, and a nice payday could be on the horizon. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the ACC. Now over to your game in Boone. This team is on top right now thanks in large part to the play of that burner on the outside. It's like he has glue on his hands, catching every ball that comes his way, and he's helped build this halftime advantage.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Before we kick off the second half, Holly Rowe, what do you have?
Coming out of the locker room, the App State head coach told me he is thrilled with the play of his quarterback. No turnovers right now. They have been clean and efficient on offense. They've got a lead. Let's see if they can continue that here in the third quarter. I'll keep you posted on the vibe down here on the sidelines coming back. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Back to throw. It's Singleton. Quarterback moving. He's going to take off. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running inside, it's Webb. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Right back to him on the ground. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it left. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a fourth down.
That is a good omen for this defense. They were getting lit up in the first half.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Looking to the big tight end. Makes a connection. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
And here comes the offense on second down. Right back to the well. There's some room. He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down. And the Mountaineers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this third and short. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real...
Big man has it. It's a first down and more. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling. The Mountaineers will line it up on 1st and 10. In the red area, it's Webb. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. A first down run in the red zone. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. And stress levels have to have spiked after a delay of game backs you up for another second and goal. Looking to get it in. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. They keep pushing forward down to the 3, but now it's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in. He didn't even have a chance to get back to the line. What a job by this defensive front.
And decision time coming for this offense. How about the defense? They've hung in there, Palmer, made him earn it all the way down. Now, are you going to go for it on 4th down?
Yeah, you know, after running so many plays offensively on the drive, I know it'd be disappointing to only walk away with a field goal, but you'd feel even worse if you went for a touchdown and didn't get it. I think you kick it right here.
The decision to go for it does not pan out. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's James. Gets that thing away from the goalpost. He's got 5 out to the 10-yard line. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for a man, it's Potter. Makes the catch, it's Warren. Forced out of bounds right at the 20-yard line, and that's the kind of play that can really get a drive going.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Gonna let it fly, and it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Trying to escape and get it himself. Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on 2nd and long. The Monarchs come to the line in the hurry-up.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
Trying play action. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Monarchs will call on their punt team. Here's the return. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. The run inside. It's Webb finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Back to pass, it's Singleton. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Looking to throw on 3rd. Fires to the big fella. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. We've reached the break, and Appalachian State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Caught in the backfield. It's James. Bounding over the top. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the 4th quarter. You got a lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on 1st down. Better job on 2nd down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. And the Mountaineers come to the line with a new set of downs. Reads it, fires complete.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Here's a heat. But he thought he might turn that into a score, but the defense able to wrestle him down short. They'll stop him at the 3. The Mountaineers trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Run in the red zone. It's Webb. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Trying to surge it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, App State. They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the 4th quarter.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. Wants to throw. It's Potter. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Goes high to pull it in. Off and running. He's at the 10. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Old Dominion.
And that is exactly what this offense needs, man. They need that clock to stop. They need to make big plays and score. Their defense needs to join the party, get some stops, and the passing game continue to be hot, and they might get back in this football game.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Here comes the Mountaineers offense to take the field and open this possession. Finds a man on the left. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Mountaineers, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Got his man on the right. He's got it inside the 10. Mark him out of bounds at the 9-yard line. To have any chance in the world, this defense has to come up with a stop on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, App State! That'll give him a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. And now, with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. So Old Dominion's offense hopes this drive holds some promise. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing if they stop the pass, they win the game, and they have done that. Their guys have won one-on-one on islands. They've been able to get to the quarterback. They've been mixing up their looks. They haven't even allowed 100 yards passing in this one, and that's why they are way ahead here in the fourth quarter.
The Monarchs racing to the line in the hurry-up. Back to throw, it's Potter. Spits it out to the back. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
That's a gutsy call, and I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Right back to the well. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. The Mountaineers trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. But we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. On the direct snap, it's Baldwin. Did not get an inch. This defense digging in, and it's 4th and goal.
I think it would be great if this offense leaned on the run game more in the red zone. Leaned on their back, man. Give it to him. Let him do his thing. He hadn't even got...
Touchdown, Appalachian State. And the stomping has commenced. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
That was a reckless hit by the defender. The kickers are in a vulnerable spot, and they have to protect them. Set to kick this one away. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, you're talking about.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
Pulls it in with one hand.
Watching film of this guy, one of the things that really stood out to me was his catch radius, how you just need to throw it somewhere near his body, and he can reel it in. How great was that one-handed stab? Just climbs the ladder. I thought for sure that thing was going to be falling incomplete, but he reels it in, and it's a massive first down for the offense.
Pressure coming. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away. It'll be third and long. Looking to throw, it's Potter. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on fourth down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Throws to the wideout. He's got it, first down and more. He goes out of bounds, big pickup on the play, but it might be too little too late. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. He's going for the goal line. He found some running room, but needed just a few inches more to put it in the end zone. And they'll send 5 wide receivers out, maybe creating some room for the quarterback to run. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Wideout trying to get it in. Touchdown, Monarchs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Number 93, set to kick off.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. He takes the knee, and the undefeated season continues. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness